Welcome to Everything. My name is John. I got a comment about making a update video on the Montana Bison belt I bought from Hank's Belts. It's been almost 3 years, and I said absolutely yeah, I'll do one. Nothing wrong with it. So Hank's does a 100-year warranty, so I wouldn't imagine there'd be anything wrong with it. I have not cleaned it. I have not oiled it. Ever since, God, I can't remember. I put some belt dressing on it, and that's all I've done. And that was a year ago, maybe? I don't know. But we'll do a little quick close-up here. This is probably going to be a quick video because I don't have too much to say about it. There, if you're interested in the grain, kind of showing its quote-unquote age, even though it's really not yet. Still the original buckle. These have fallen out once, and I put them back in. This is all original. Everything's original. Everything's fine. Here's the back side of it really quickly here. Again, this is going to be a quick video. There's not too much about it. Sizing, obviously it hasn't stretched. I mean, it's super thick. I think it's, what was it, 1.5 mil or something? It's 2 layers of this leather, so it's super thick. It's not 1.5 mil, it's way thicker than that. I'll get a caliper just to tell you. It is about 7 millimeters thick everywhere. Sometimes some places a little thicker. Yep, about 7 millimeters thick leather. So that's nothing's gonna happen to this thing. And it's double stitched on each side. The price on these has gone up substantially. When I bought this one 3 years ago, it was $135, which was expensive as hell. They are, what, $165, $170 now? So, gone up a bit. Mind you, everything's gone up a bit, so it's to be expected. And that belt dressing that I was talking about I put on was actually from Hank's. It's this little stuff, I think it's legitimately just like Vaseline or some kind of wax. Like, it's not anything too special. It smells exactly like Vaseline, so I don't know if it's just like a Vaseline and beeswax mixture. But while I'm talking about the belt, we might as well take care of it a little bit, and I'll start doing this. I'm not going to show you the whole thing because that's dumb. But all it does is just give it a little bit of a shine, a little bit of a protection. I do have some paint on this belt. You probably saw it in a really close-up. I've spilled hydraulic oil. I've crawled on the ground with this thing constantly. I've done work in my car with it, so I'm on concrete, grinding against it with this thing, and it doesn't really care. It's a phenomenal belt. I think my dad's replaced 4 belts in the time that I've had this because he doesn't buy good belts. So that's a reason to buy it. You don't have to replace the belt ever. If you like it, just hopefully you'll like it 100 years from now and you still have it and it's still working. They will replace it for you, no questions asked. At least they used to do that. If you have any issues, this was not the original belt that I got from them. The original belt I got from them was a little bit different. It was kind of a really standard, just a regular leather belt. It wasn't this big Montana Bison belt. It was a regular kind of dressy belt. I bought it too big a size. They said, hey, we can return it. And I said, hey, can I just return it and get a different belt? And they said, yeah, absolutely. So yeah, they were great. They had great customer service back then. I'm sure they still do. And if anything goes wrong with your belt, I'm sure they would get it back to you super quick, get you a new one out. If you have any questions, leave them down below. There's not much to say about it. It's a belt, works great as a belt. Carrying with it's perfect. Mind you, I will say carrying with it's not perfect. Some holsters that I've seen do not like to fit around how massive this belt is, so just keep that in mind. A normal IWB holster seems to, but I've seen some one-offs that I've tried to put on it that didn't really like to grab how big of a belt this was. Not the biggest deal, but just so you know. My normal IWB for my SIG works fine. But I figured I'd throw that out there. I'm going to put the rest of this stuff on, let it dry, and I will be ready again to wear tomorrow. Yeah, thanks so much for watching. If you have any questions, again, leave them down below. I love you. Bye-bye.